Well, hello there, friends. It's Wayne Polson coming to you from Heartwood, right next door to SM Heartland at my back. It's great to see you folks today, even though I really can't see you. I wish I could. I hope you all are doing well today. Listen, this is going to be a short video, I hope. I'm going to try to keep the dialogue to a minimum here. But I am so happy to have you guys as a part of this channel. I appreciate all the input and all the comments and everything. So, all right, that aside, I've wanted to do a video about ratchet straps for a long time, and I got onto YouTube and I started searching for ratchet strap videos, and guess what? There are tons, I mean thousands of ratchet strap videos out there. So I'm not going to teach you anything that you don't already know or that isn't already out there, and I can't take the credit for anything I'm about to show you. But I did pick up a couple of things that I thought were worth repeating, so I'm going to go ahead and just show you those simple things here. But one of the things I have not seen too much of on YouTube is an explanation of why ratchet straps are so popular, why they work so well. And so this is a typical ratchet strap right here. This is just the ratchet part of it. The strap is already strung over the top of this crate. But what I wanted to talk to you about here is the reason these are so popular is because they really provide a means of mechanical advantage over your load. Okay, and that's because of the fact that there's a lever here. You see this lever. There's also a fulcrum point here, and this little cylinder is about, it's about 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to call it an inch just for demonstration purposes, and this is approximately 4 inches, this lever. From the center of this cylinder to the end of the lever is about 4 inches. So if we consider the cylinder to be about 1 inch in diameter, which it's, like I said, it's not, then the equation for mechanical advantage would be half the diameter of the cylinder, or the radius of the cylinder, and the length of this lever arm. You divide the length of the lever arm by the radius of the cylinder and you'll come up with the mechanical advantage. So this is 4 inches. Let's call this a half. So that would be a minimum right there of 4 divided by 0.5, or 8 to 1. So this is an 8 to 1 mechanical advantage. Think about it, folks. That means if I put 10 pounds of force when I'm ratcheting my load, I'm getting 80 pounds of force on the actual strap right here. Okay, so kind of a cool concept. So the longer your ratchet strap arm, the more leverage, of course, you get, and the more mechanical advantage you get. So that's kind of a cool concept. I'm not going to get into the inner workings of these straps. There are plenty of videos out there about how these work. But I did want to just mention that interesting little tidbit there. So I'm going to put this strap on, and I'm going to show you. There's Susie. Hey, you going somewhere? Huh? You going somewhere?
Yeah, I was going to go down the road.
You're going to what?
Down the road.
You're going down the road?
Yeah, but I need to run in the house for a second.
Okay.
I'll just kind of put him over by the desk.
All right. All right, sorry for that little interruption, but that was Suze the Q, Moof Dog. She's getting ready to take, looks like Scout for a ride today, so she just wanted to check in with me. Let me just interject something about this mechanical advantage thing. So obviously, the way to increase mechanical advantage on something like this, like I said in the first part of the video, is you increase the lever length. Make this longer, you get more mechanical advantage. The other thing that happens, though, is if you were to decrease the radius of the cylinder, decrease that, you'd also gain mechanical advantage. However, it would take more wraps to get the load pulled down. So, but on the opposite end of this, if you were to get your strap wrapped around this cylinder too many times, more than once, what happens is that diameter of the cylinder is effectively getting larger, and as that gets larger, you lose mechanical advantage, right? Because the lever length divided by the radius, which is now growing, will go into the lever length, fewer times, and so you get less mechanical advantage. So that's one practical reason not to get a bunch of wraps of your strap around the cylinder. But the other reason is once you get so many wraps on this thing, and let me just give you a little bit of a demo here, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before, but I'm going to feed this through, pull it over like this, and let's just start wrapping. So you see the diameter of this cylinder is getting larger and larger, but what's also happening is you're starting to get strap into the mechanics here of the strap itself, and that's it. I'm done. I could get more, but things are going to get bound up in here, and it's going to be really hard to work with this ratchet. So don't really do that. This is why when you set this thing up, you pull all the slack out right at the very beginning, and then you start ratcheting. It'll save you a bunch of headaches, save you a bunch of time, and it's very effective. That's all I got to say about that. So what I found, the easiest way to set these things up is to close the ratchet mechanism like this, okay? And you want to aim to close it with this little slot through the cylinder. By the way, the cylinder's proper name is windlass. That's Windlass, not windless, like the absence of wind. It's an old term. It's been around for years. I don't know where it originated. Look it up and let me know. But anyway, so with that slot going straight through, or roughly straight through there, that gives you easy access to threading the strap. Now, most of you know that when you're traveling with a ratchet strapped load in the back and you're going down the road, you get a lot of wind that passes across the strap, and that will cause the strap to vibrate or oscillate real fast. And technically, over a period of time, that will weaken your strap because of those oscillations acting on the fibers in the strap, and those fibers will eventually weaken and break, and you'll ruin your strap. So to minimize that, you want to put just a half twist right here like this in the strap, and you do that wherever the strap is bridging across 2 points for a distance, and that way any wind hitting any area of the strap will be neutralized by this half twist. So, all right, so with that half twist in, I'm going to go to the end of my strap, and with the lever facing toward me like this, I'm going to come in from the back of the cylinder like this, if I can hit it, and then come out through the front, and then pull all this access out. I'm going to make my connection down here. Can you folks see this connection down here? Let me change the angle of this camera just a little bit. All right, so hopefully that's better. You can see the strap a little bit better, the ratchet a little bit better. All right, so as I was saying, go ahead and pull up most of the slack here like this, and then you're going to go ahead and start ratcheting. Now, you're going to get that mechanical advantage as soon as the strap folds over itself on the back here. Now the friction of the strap against itself is keeping it from slipping. It won't slip out of there, just like that. And I've only gone like half a turn. Now, you don't really want to leave that much slack in the system, so we're going to go ahead and take out as much as we can here. But the nice thing about the mechanical advantage is once you get down to this point, you can really lay into it. And if I put 100 pounds, or let's say 50 pounds, I've got 400 pounds of tension going into this strap. To me, that's plenty right there. I've got my half twist. Now I'm left with this loose end here. So this is the thing I really wanted to show you, because I've always struggled with what to do with these loose ends, and I've looked at various methods that people have posted online, and the one that I've landed on that I really like, and it seems to be fairly simple and easy to do, no frills, is you take the slack that you have in your line here, or in your strap, go ahead and make a loop, coil it up like this. Okay, and then you're going to take this loop and go around the back side, and then back through here like this. And once you're through there like that, you go ahead and twist this, and you can get a lot of good twist in there. And the more you can twist it, the tighter this gets, and it's not going to come undone. And if you want to get it a little tighter, put a little bit more pressure in the ratchet system. This is tight. This won't come out. It won't flail all around behind you as you're driving down the road, and it works really well. I've tested it, and I'm happy with this. It's really nice. Takes all the hassles out of what to do with that free end of the strap. To get it out, you just reverse your twisting and it's out of there. So that's the first real tip I wanted to share with you that I really liked. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the strap off. All right, the next tip I want to share with you is this was really cool. I don't have too much trouble storing my straps. I usually just roll the strap up and stick it in my strap tote, and then I take the ratchet and do something like this and stick it in there too. Yeah, over time things can get pretty messy, and then you can end up with a rat's nest of straps all over the place. So this method is pretty cool that I learned. This is one of the best ones I saw for a strap like this. I mean, you know, if you're getting into straps that have different types of hooks on the end, it can get trickier. But there are ways to do those too. I can do another video to show how to manage a strap, say, like this with that sort of hook on. So I'm not going to do that in this video. This is more of a commercial sort of strap. But the best method I saw for this kind of like homeowner strap, if you want to call it that, or the most common straps you see out there, is to take this hook, wrap it around the ratchet in whatever direction it will allow you to lay flat. In this particular case, if I wrap it this way, the hook, whoops, there we go. The hook will actually lay flat on the back of the ratchet like this. Now, I don't know if this works for every one of these things. I haven't tried everything that's out there in the market, but most of the straps I have, I can do this. I've had no trouble. Once you have the strap looking like this, with this hook on the back side, take the hook and turn it 90 degrees away so that the hook part is pointing at the ratchet, just like that. Then the next thing you do is take the end of your strap with the other hook, and I'm going to pull this all out of here so it doesn't get all tangled up, and you're going to put it on the opposite side like this. Okay, and this is a little convoluted right now because I'm trying to explain it, but when you get in the habit of doing this, it goes pretty quickly. So okay, so I've got this strap here. Just start wrapping your strap around like this. Just start wrapping it around itself, around the ratchet, and keep going with it until you get this whole strap wrapped. And it's good to get it as tight as you can. I mean, don't struggle with it. Don't waste energy trying to get it super tight, because it's not going to matter that much in the end. I don't know who it was that came up with this idea. If I did, I'd put a name up here, but it doesn't really matter. I think it's probably one of those things where someone did it and then other people started doing it, and it's hard to know who actually came up with the idea. So anyway, once you're to this point, you've got all of your strap on there, then what you're going to do is you're going to take this hook and rotate it back over the top like that. What that does is it gives you a nice compact way of stowing the strap and the ratchet together, and it won't come apart. I mean, it could if you threw it at somebody or whatever, but hopefully we're not going to do that. But pretty cool technique. So whoever came up with this, kudos to you. I think this is a great idea. It takes a little bit of time, it doesn't really take much practice, but it takes a little bit of time to do. But it saves you a lot of time in that you don't have to untangle messy straps from the bottom of your strap tote. So there you go. That's that. Folks, thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Most of all, leave comments. I love reading your comments down there below. Probably the most important thing I have to offer is what I tell you every video. Just be kind in your neighborhoods, be kind in your families, be kind to people you don't even like. Try that sometime. You will receive a great reward, I promise. All right, that's it for this video. Over and out.